That's right. Thanksgiving is a time for fun, friends, food, family, and also major stress. There's a high level of anxiety and depression that exists along with the holidays, and many people suffer in silence. So what's the solution? Boundaries. Britt Frank, neuropsychotherapist at the Greenhouse KC, is back to fill us in on more. Welcome back.
Hi.
So talking about boundaries, first of all, I think we need to just define what exactly is a boundary. How do you define it?
It gets a little confusing.
Yeah.
A boundary is a choice. It is your choice of how you will respond to someone or something in any given moment.
I like that. I like just the emphasis on choice in general. It helps people like take their power back.
Exactly.
You know? And around the holidays, you kind of have identified some specific types of boundaries that you think are really helpful. And the first one is time boundaries. I think this one's good all year round.
It is so good all year round.
Yes.
So budgeting your time, if going someplace for Thanksgiving stresses you out, and normally you spend all day there, maybe just spend an hour or two there and really consider that your time is yours and you can allocate it however works best for your mental health and your well-being.
I like that. And coming up with ideas around like, setting up the expectation. I'm going to be here. I can only stop by for an hour, but.
Exactly.
So there are things that you can do. And then what's another good boundary? I think space is another.
Yes.
Really smart one.
Space is so important. So let's say you are somewhere and you're there for 7 hours.
Yeah.
Take breaks. Take a walk around the block.
Okay.
If you're not drinking,
go
for a quick drive.
Yes.
You know, the easiest one is just excuse yourself to use the restroom.
Yes.
But give yourself a break. You don't have to be in it the entire time. If you're getting triggered, if you're getting overwhelmed or stressed, remove yourself until you
I've
can
had to
get
do
your
that.
breath.
Yeah. I'm like, okay, like go into the bathroom. People are knocking on the door. Hey,
On your
Crystal,
phone.
what are you doing? I'm just breathing. It's fine. Just breathing.
Yes.
What about physical boundaries? This is a really important one, I think, especially for kids.
Especially for kids.
Yeah.
We all have those relatives that get a little too in the personal space. But for children, never, ever make kids hug adults if they don't want to. It's about consent. You know, well, grandma's feelings will be hurt. Well, grandma's an adult and it's okay for her feelings to be hurt.
She
if
can
a
manage.
child, exactly. It's a child's body. They can do or not do what they choose.
I always practice that one with my nephews too. Like, can I have a hug? And if they're like, no, I'm like, okay.
Like, okay.
Totally fine.
Yes.
It's okay. And allowing adults to have their feelings and you getting to, because that's what's going to imprint for you later in life, you know, like, oh, I couldn't have boundaries. I had to give people hugs and then.
Right. Now, a good trick for this, if you're new at it and it feels a little awkward, just say you're sick. Oh, I would love to give you a hug, but I have had the worst cold and I don't want to get you sick.
I don't want to get you sick.
Right.
Okay.
So it's a little hack.
Stay away. Okay. And then another really good one I like is conversational boundaries. This is a big one with like triggering topics.
Absolutely. And the ones that come to mind first are religion and politics.
Sure.
But for some people, their marital status is something they are not comfortable talking about.
Kelly and I were talking about that. Why aren't you married yet?
Exactly. Like, we're not talking about that. Or their physical health. Some people don't want to get into, well, what are you doing about this? Or what are you doing about that? There are lots of topics that if you're not comfortable engaging, don't.
You don't have to. Don't have to engage. We can change the subject. There are other things we can talk about.
Exactly.
Like food. Food boundaries. Why is this one important? This is an interesting one.
I don't think this one gets talked about enough. Yeah. I come from a food-pushing family.
Did you eat enough? Did you? Yeah.
Eat more, eat more.
Finish your plate.
Right?
Don't waste.
Just take a bite. I worked so hard on this.
Yeah.
But let's say you're gluten intolerant or you have a dairy allergy. You do not have to hurt your body to make someone else feel comfortable. Yeah. So if you don't want to eat something, or if you do want to eat something, do or don't. It's your body, it's your choice.
Don't let those people guilt and shame you. That's a tough one because you're like, I don't want to offend the cook, you know, but it's okay. You get to make the choice.
It is absolutely okay. And if you tell them, if I eat this, I will get sick, and they still want you to eat it,
then we're like, okay.
Okay.
You need some work on your boundaries.
Exactly.
Let's have a talk about that.
Exactly.
So those are some excellent tips, Britt. Thank you so much. So for more information on Britt, you should follow her on Instagram or check out her website. Kelly and I both follow her on Instagram. Always useful tidbits there at Britt Frank. And we just so appreciate you and for giving us permission to have boundaries and to have choice.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, let's check in with Kelly.